Pressing the button. Pressing the button. We're in there. Excellent. We're live. Everything's up. We're good to go. Since last we left off, you guys are a bunch of nerds reading a bunch of books. It was the lore dump episode, and frankly, I'm not finished. I just got started. There's some do-outs that I still owe, specific to some of the questions you guys asked that I developed a little bit more. So I'll go right to left. I don't have more for you because you have what you need, and that's the adventure.
I guess.
Yes.
You have your friends.
Yeah. But you have a destination, and then you can find out there. From there, we go to Farmer Dan. Kind of had so this is a double thing between Felix and Farmer Dan to find Alton Birdsong as the author. The falling out of the Iron Five was something you're looking for specifically, and Alton does go about it in the book. The falling out of the Iron Five largely was circulated around the Blade of an Axe itself. From Alton's account, it became harder and harder to do good in the world as Dan got more and more wrapped up with finding and killing Talek. At some point, it was obvious that this thing had become an obsession, which with each brush closer to death that Dan experienced, he became more and more unreasonable and focused on killing Talek. The group was at odds here, given that Holg had professed to be a follower of Arinthius and believed Talek to be both prophet and dead. Birdsong's account of the series of events ends when he left prior to a pivotal mission against the man who now resides in Commonwealth on the council, Demir Prince. He was not a council member at this time, and the decision to go against him was one that Birdsong chose not to participate in, but the rest of the group did. His account ends with his own death, as well as the Iron Five, save for Holg and Dan. By his account, Holg betrayed the Five, siding with Demir, and the wizard cursed Dan. The wizard cursed Dan due to the pleading of Jogwin, the cleric, the Furbolg, to spare him, citing the blade's curse. The cleric had said that the blade was a former warrior in the ancient times that was cursed from the gods as long ago as a punishment in his uprising against the gods to side with Arinthius. The warrior within the blade is forever cursed to hunt the prophet, or the prophet of the false god, and all reincarnations of said prophet. Any who wield it are also cursed with the same fate, banished to the blade if not completed by death time.
Okay, so this is a quack that says that the blade's cursed when it's obviously not.
You read the book, you're like, what is this? This is fiction.
To be fair, Dan doesn't know. He knows. Farmer Dan, no clue. The blade did not tell him that he was cursed. Obviously not cursed. The blade's just fucking awesome magic.
The blade's not cursed.
This is answering a lot of questions, honestly.
So you said it was the blade is possessed by a warrior of some...
I think it was Varric is the name. I'd have to look at my notes, but that guy was a warrior of Arinthius. Like, he is the champion of Arinthius. And he, as a punishment, is sentenced to life killing the prophet that he would have served.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was trying to
through
put together,
eternity.
'cause I was like...
His curse is that he never gets to do what he set out to do ever. So says the gods.
Cool.
Got it. For a second, I thought it was that he went against the gods, and then his punishment was to then serve Arinthius. But he was serving Arinthius, and his punishment for serving Arinthius is that he has to try to kill Talek, which is against serving
Talek
Arinthius,
and
basically.
any prior or future prophet.
Okay.
The blade's not done when Talek dies. Just his curse would be removed.
What curse?
I mean, factual. There's nothing wrong here.
I mean, you can keep shrugging, buddy, but you've definitely gotten more unhinged as time has passed.
I have remained just as hinged as you met me. You just did not know how hinged I was.
That's a frightening thought.
I mean, Hold betraying people is not,
Yeah,
out
that
of
sounds
character.
on brand.
This part sounds legit.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Wow, whoa, hold on. Before
Hey,
You were Team Hold,
yes.
and now you're not Team Hold?
Now I'm not Team Hulk.
And he's not a dragon.
Expand on that.
When him and Talek and who's a what's it? Think of the name here.
Oh, I thought you
Went back to
I thought it was in character
Yeah.
too. I was gonna help him out.
sure. No, it's all in character. Perfect.
No, the head of
I
the
come down the
mafia.
stairs.
Yeah,
and I'm
the head of the mafia. And all went to my parents' house. That's fucked up. Number one.
Okay.
That's pretty fucked up.
Number 2? Or is there number 2?
Do you
Maybe
need?
not. No, it's great.
Do you need a second?
I'm just happy that you have this like little arc.
But number 2.
I try and find a muffin in my pack. They're all moldy.
Probably.
I got nothing. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Number 1 only.
Word up. Okay.
So now on to you with your anti-magic field.
Cool.
Previously had stated anti-magic field cancels an anti-magic field. It does not. You definitely can't cast magic in that area. They apply the exact same effect, and that is incorrect. Anti-magic fields can be acted upon by deities and artifacts. So the only magical item I believe you guys have in your possession is the book and his blade. I don't know if you guys. I don't think you guys have other artifact items. But
So artifacts still work. Is that what you're saying?
artifacts
Okay.
and deities within AMF do work. Nothing else does. That is magical.
Cool.
Lots of false tracks
The
are an
book.
artifact.
Tight.
The book.
Tight. Awesome.
I keep thinking about the book in my pack, and I keep like reaching.
Um,
I'm like, the book.
Anti-magic fields can only be acted upon by magic from a deity or an artifact item. No other magic can do anything to it short of wishing that it didn't exist. That basically always fucking works.
Oh.
Which is lame, but
Well, you can say that doesn't work.
if you're in the circle, it doesn't.
No, I mean like you as a DM.
No,
can say
if
that.
you're in the circle, it doesn't. No, I mean if you're gonna cast a 9th level spell like counter an 8th level spell, all power to you. I mean
Oh,
it is
okay.
what it is.
Would Diorman's sword work or?
It is not the artifact.
Okay, it is not the artifact.
It is, however, magic. So that was my next thing. I'm sorry. AMF blocks anything that is innately magical, such as Divine Smite in this area. So, because his pact weapon is magical, it doesn't even... If it apparated outside of here and brought into the circle, it's gone.
Oh.
If he apparates it inside the circle, nothing happens. Your Smite doesn't work. Monk magic isn't magic. That's key, and your healing still works. But any other magic in here, short of transmutation, doesn't work.
My transmutation list is very wee.
The next point is that an unconventional cast of anti-magic field, such as one emanating from an item, can only be broken by destroying that item. All items that emit AMF are non-magical by nature, since the very field that it emits would nullify its magical properties anyway. So, the crystal that is atop this spire somewhere is non-magical, can be destroyed, would destroy the AMF here. Onto arcane locks. Normal arcane locks can be undone by a cast of knock. For 10 minutes, it'll just go away. Like the lock just is gone. Additionally, even with an arcane lock, you can still pick it. It's just much harder. The shackles that she has on her wrists are entirely different and have been unaffected by every source of magic that has been attempted to include the AMF that is trying to turn it off.
Yeah. That was my next question.
Yeah.
Would I see anything different while we're in the AMF?
Which would suggest one of two things. One, there's a deity-like intervention or there's deity-like power or artifact quality to the shackles themselves. And the other thing is that the fact that they broke had to have been a deity-like intervention. Not necessarily a deity, but something very, very powerful to crack an artifact item. It also lends to the fact that this item that was created recently within Commonwealth, they've made a handful of artifact level shackles. These wizards ain't playing around up there.
Damn.
Oh,
Wizards of Commonwealth.
fuckers.
Vidalcan
That's
technology.
Lance.
So I kind of brushed upon it, but didn't touch on it enough. So your technology within the Vidalcan, what you were the source of the first use of teleportation, plane or otherwise. It was entirely technological at the first point, and then became more and more arcane over time. The way that it was developed is essentially jumping through a black hole. You people are insane.
Cool.
From there, you guys then manufactured what is known as the Duramity. Sorry. That translates, you would know to translate into the collective. And they are a crystal that the race of Vidalcan have made to siphon magic from the material plane.
Duramity?
Dohromady.
Duramity. Got it.
It was created through the use of very advanced technology, and they are literally capturing stars as they go supernova before they turn into a black hole. That is what this material. That is what this crystal is.
Okay.
Each individual crystal acts upon the material plane as a siphon, and ambassadors are sent from the Vidalcan people to guard to the material plane to ensure that the Duramity remains intact, and report any needs to replenish any dwindling supplies.
Wow.
The siphoning of these crystals to the Vidalcan ship causes an insane amount of energy to be ingested, which we kind of talked about, and requires extreme amounts of displacement. And then the researcher here in this book concludes that if this siphoning, this is like global warming levels of panic that this researcher is positing here. If if the siphoning is left indefinitely, or to continue like the Vidalcan are doing so, this material plane will cease to have access to the weave altogether. It also says that the access point, each access point to the weave that is stolen, begets a arcane wielding Vidalcan. That arcane wielding Vidalcan is passed down generationally or through the bloodline.
So each access point that's stolen, a Vidalcan arcane user is born.
So
I don't like the word begets. It's a weird one. For me.
Yep. So with your 20 of intelligence, your brother's magic just went to another Vidalcan. It's gone. Can't come back. He lost all access to the weave. There's no coming back, says this researcher.
Wow.
Your magic isn't your magic, says this researcher. It was either someone else's that passed to your dad or whatever, whoever in your bloodline caught it. But as far as this researcher suggests, all Vidalcan magic is stolen Vidalcan magic.
Whoa. I don't like where this is going.
Are you the bad guy?
I might be the bad guy. I think I need to stop this from happening.
Let's destroy your government. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do crime.
You guys want to go to space?
Space
I
crime.
always assumed going to space was on the list, right?
So we need to get a bunch of dragons and we need to ride them into space.
We ride it down.
Just fly straight up. We'll be there in no time. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Noted.
I'm gonna put a little admentum in the book, and I'm just gonna. We kind of suck, Anti-Touch. The Falcon was here. But if we stop them, will I lose my power? That's a question.
Well, I'd say it's already been stolen.
Yeah, so I'm in possession of it. So then it's mine until I die or something. That's how I interpret it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine.
No
It
way.
doesn't sound like there's any way to figure out where the magic came from, or if it even is one person's connection, or like a conglomeration.
I don't know. We need to. This is like world-ending things. I don't.
Can you make a any form of intelligence check you'd like, or arcane check? I will give you advantage on this check.
Shit.
The DC you need is 18.
DC I need is 18, and it's just an intelligence check. So that's intelligence plus whatever's here, like the saving. Well, the 18's on the dice, so 18 plus 5. My modifier is 5, so 23.
Okay. Your brain goes to your ring,
Okay.
and what was told to you by Cray's father about what's done here is done somewhere else, and you're reading that there's a huge amount of energy being displaced, and you're reading that Vidalcan are sent with they have to scatter the insane amounts of energy that they are absorbing into their the astral sea essentially, and focusing it on the Vidalcan ship. It's possible that the displacement is related to the item you and your brother's former ring has a hand in the displacement. Your seemingly random ring just plummeting and becoming insane with magic
Mm-hmm.
could be tied to someone losing their magical power or significant siphoning of magic from the material.
Okay, I'm gonna make a mental note that next time my ring does anything funky, I'm gonna try and I don't want to say channel it, but control it. I'm gonna push arcane magic through it to try and hang on to it. Whether that means I'm just a conduit, I'm gonna try and be a conduit.
You're gonna try to so you're gonna try to push back, or you're gonna try to absorb from.
You seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
When he redirects the lightning?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Okay, so that would be pulling from.
Why was that so funny?
His reaction was really.
I love Avatar.
He could not believe you asked him that question.
I think you broke it for a second.
You said
did.
Avatar.
We never talked about
I
it!
know, but
No, it's totally
his
fine.
reaction was
So
the fuck.
I'm appalled that I have not mentioned that I fucking love the Avatar.
Okay,
And
great.
when you said Avatar: The Last Airbender, my mind went, of course I have. No, I haven't seen that shitty movie about the blue guy. That's where my mind went. And so there was utter confusion. I'm like,
You're gonna
he
pull
couldn't-
out a shaver and
'cause it was-
shave your head
it
for
was-
a blue arrow that was already there.
It was
We're like, holy
he couldn't
shit.
possibly be asking me about the blue
He
guy with the blue
really
arrow.
likes
Could not
Avatar.
possibly.
Okay.
That was my I was like, yeah, of course I have.
Where Zuko learns to redirect it,
Yeah.
but then he also learns to push it back. At the moment,
Yes.
he
So
first
his uncle
learns
teaches
to,
him to
Yeah.
get rid of it, and he's like, you shouldn't try to direct this. It's fucking dangerous.
It's
and
fucking
you're
dangerous.
like, I got this.
and then he does it.
Mm.
Not quite Azula level where she's just making lightning. That's fucked. But
Yeah.
next time the ring does its thing, I'll be like, okay, let's try and be a conduit for it.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Sure.
That's
of note,
my
of note. It won't work here.
my ring's not making. Oh yeah, that I assumed. I do put the ring on though. I take it off the chain and I put it on my finger. It could happen at any fucking time, and I'm just like, yeah, send it. We could be fighting the
Ride the
dragon. Ah!
During the course of your research, footsteps approach you, and it's happened routinely. It's not off-putting. You've been checked on here and there from the help to make sure that you still have all the books that you need for your research, the occasional snack tray making its way to you, things like that. And you hear a calm voice, unfamiliar, say, let's not overreact now. It's nice to meet you all. Let's act like adults here. We're among mixed company, and I'm sure that you'd enjoy mine. You turn and you don't see.
What racist ass bullshit is this?
you don't see her master. Instead, you see an elven man in simple leathers, a dagger and a rapier at his hip, both old and pristine. You spot bits of blood on his rolled up sleeve, though it has been thoroughly washed and attempted to be hidden by him rolling them up. I think you two are the ones that can see, he's got blood on. He's worn this for a long time. You can also tell by the bleached sun and ocean look of his shirt. It's a simple white dress shirt, a lot like Astarian, but more crisp and less froofy.
Or his hands
And-
backwards.
They're not.
Damn.
He says, we're all here for the same reason, after all, I'm sure. And it's very nice to put faces to the name.
What reason is that?
You want to read books too?
I'm at Akune. I'm looking
fuck!
for a specific book.
Oh.
Everyone looks over as you shout.
That goes through this
and he's like,
gigantic library.
Whoa!
And he actually, when you say that, he says, it's all the same to you. Could we go to the Whispering Gardens and meet me there so that we can... And he kind of just darts his eyes around a little bit.
Are you? You're supposed to be with a tour guide. Where's your librarian?
Lost him. And he just strolls away.
I want to talk to the dragon.
Oh my god.
And he hops a lift into one of the many different loft-like things, elevator-type things, and descends and heads towards the... Because remember, you guys are at the top.
Yeah.
He found you guys and said, we should go to the Whispering Gardens where people can't hear us, and left.
The bottom.
No, why don't we just stay here? What's wrong with here? It's pretty.
He's go, people can hear us. Like, that's his
fuck.
mindset. Yeah, I know you don't. He does. He unless you're trying to stop him, he's bouncing.
Fuck.
Nobody can hear him scream down there.
Or you.
Yeah, I'm not going. We're not going fucking down there. I'm gonna mess it. No, damn it.
You can. He hasn't. It's not like he said that and was like, ah. Like,
Paper airplane.
he didn't sprint away.
Message.
He. I'll say he turns around to leave,
What's wrong with right here?
and he just looks around, and he says to you, he says, your uncle is here as well.
Nice. It's favorite reunion.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind what I would like to say. Quite sure.
You're quite sure.
I would prefer to not discuss it in a place that people can overhear.
Do you
There's
have
so
a
many
dwarf with
secrets here. There's so many
What?
books here.
Do you have a dwarf with you?
Do I have a dwarf with me?
Yes.
No, he's an orc.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, you just checking on that one?
Well, last
Let's-
time.
I don't.
Let's hear him out.
What the fuck is
Oh,
between
he's
gone?
asking. No,
Do
he's
you have a
asking, he's
halfling
asking
with
you
you?
about Talik.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought we were just naming other races.
Yeah.
You have a halfling with you now?
Yeah.
He's trying not to know as much as possible. For his own safety.
I feel like shouting out the question, is Talik with you? In this place would be a really bad idea.
He
So I said a
agrees,
dwarf?
which is why he's trying to go to a place that people can't listen.
Oh boy.
Okay. Fuck it.
We can take the same lift.
Let's hear him out.
Let's do it.
Great.
Yeah.
You descend. You collect your books and descend to the Whispering Gardens.
Where's our attendant? Where's our attendant?
You can call him back. So it hasn't been the same guy the whole time. He showed you the tour of the place.
Oh.
He brought you to the top, brought you to the bottom. He explained that there is more up, but that's where like Morgizo's lair is, as well as the restricted access
Do I
areas.
just like hold the book up in the air and it floats away to its destination, or
If you want to put them back, no, you give them to the help.
books stopping from? The books can't be destroyed, but they can't put themselves back.
Correct.
Yeah, there's no magic.
Transmutation probably could do it. Levitate is with transmutation magic.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Yeah.
nonetheless,
I got my books. We're going to the Whispering Gardens, I guess. It's probably like a 20-minute trip.
so he finds a secluded area secluded enough that people can still see you and people can still see him, but secluded enough that it's away from people that unless somebody's very actively trying to listen, you guys can discuss amongst yourself with a certainty of privacy. He says,
You want a muffin?
Aren't they moldy?
I suppose.
They are.
Well, that's too damn bad.
I would like to apologize, kind of. I understand you probably feel some type of way about me.
No. I'm not
I'm-
judging. Go ahead.
Your brother's fine, and technically I just put back what was already taken, so it's 6 of one, half dozen the other.
That math ain't okay. No, you can keep going. We're going great.
Holg and I have been here for the better part of a week, figuring out how to obtain the book that Murgizo has. I'm not even talking about your book. Frankly, you can keep it. I'll get to it when I get to it. This place is such a pain in my ass, and frankly, if you brought the book here, you're foolish because it can't leave. I don't think you understand fully that it is not a request from the library, it is a curse of this land. So, if it is here, we'll have to do the same thing that I came to do anyway.
Which is?
Destroy the crystal, take the book, leave.
Which one are you looking for?
The first.
The first one is here?
Murgizo was supposed to have it,
He probably has it with him.
which is why it's not in the library, and why
You're just gonna waltz up to him and be like, yo,
I don't plan to waltz anywhere, but
take a joke, you fucking twig.
I don't plan to
I'd
waltz
waltz
in and
places.
take it. I could certainly do it unnoticed. The issue isn't necessarily that dragon. He's small potatoes. The guard drakes above are more an issue in quantity, and that is where the enemy really lies. I'm sure the dragon is also kind of a snag in the plan, but shouldn't be too difficult to snag from him.
What about, well, we're looking for a damsel.
Oh, yeah, for you, yeah. I know about her. I know where she's at. She's not here.
Where is she?
Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Let's help you destroy the crystal, and then you talk.
Scout's honor.
Let me find my back scratcher as I start pulling out the sword.
You can. I feel like that the decision that you're about to make, if you make it, in this company with this place, instead of the guards being circumvented by us, will just descend upon you after the fact. They kind of frown upon murder if you get away with it in the first place. I understand my confidence might be unwarranted. Maybe. Or maybe not. I didn't get to where I am by being as careless as you think, and I wouldn't come here alone. Coupled with the fact that it's possible I could have. I know that many of you are magic wielding, and frankly useless here. And I know which of it that you are.
It's pretty obvious.
So we can certainly, if you'd like to make this a scuffle.
barbarian.
You're like, what are you talking about? I got
I'm
this.
holding books.
Exactly.
It wasn't even pointed at. Yeah, it wasn't even pointed at you specifically. That was like there are several of you in this party that can do far less than are capable of, like that are normally, than would normally be capable.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Nice read.
He's actually more hampered than you think because his shit's magic.
I figure.
It feels that is.
I figure.
Real quiet.
I'm just taking it all in here. Living day to day, minute to minute.
Quarter mile in a second.
quarter mile in a minute. It's all about family, dog.
What do you plan to do with the book?
Well, I think I've kind of left that in the notes that I left for you at his home. I don't believe the gods to be proper, and at the end of the day, I think that if you can set a god against the gods and then strike while the winning side is weak, maybe we can abolish the whole thing. Maybe that's foolhardy and I'm stuck with the other problem after the one destroys the other. Maybe I end up like your blade. I don't know. But
Maybe you could destroy the world.
it might seem reckless for those that don't believe. It is ancient history and is buried under the winning side.
Don't believe in what?
Orinthius. Of course, the victor of the war will write the book. So of course, everyone thinks that Orinthius is the bad entity here. That's how history is always written, by the victor. In this case, he lost. I don't see that much of a need to profess religion to you all, but if that you want the rationale behind the motive, I see myself living a long time, and you all can do your little adventures, and once you're done, I will then come and collect the book. I don't even need to take it from you necessarily. I'll just, as far as I can tell, I'm gonna live hundreds of years longer than the lot of you, unless this one gets me, but one of you wants to kill me more than you, and it's because I'm sitting in a seat.
Look at
So, no.
No.
The fuck? Is that Daddy's?
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
So maybe my life isn't as long as my elven blood would give me, but you have to play the cards you're dealt.
So about this crystal.
Does that mean you're in?
It means we'll hear you out.
How do you plan to destroy the crystal?
Well, you asked where my help was. They've been gone. It wasn't very difficult for me to dispatch. And it's not exactly hidden knowledge that it's above us.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big. You're gonna
Dispatch
just,
the help, take a lift, ascend.
just gonna hit it.
Well, of course. I mean, it is. It's not glass, but it's.
Push it over.
I suppose it's not that hard to destroy many common minerals. Throw it on the ground, hit it with a hammer. I mean, whatever you got. We can talk about the logistics of destroying a fragile crystal if you'd like, but I don't think that's going to be the crux of the issue. I understand that it's going to hamper you and you, but
I guess
I
the
think we
question
get to
I'm trying to
without-
get at is, what do you need us for?
it would be easier to have help. And I mean, frankly, if we're doing the same thing, I might as well join on board. If you have a plan and you'd like me to join you instead,
We do not have a plan.
I mean, I have lots of plans, but
We have theories.
Hypothesis.
I have a very specific set of skills.
my plan was just going to go to the dragon and ask him for what we want.
I put away my crayon drawing of the book on a fishing rod.
You don't have to tell me, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Did you bring the book here?
Nah.
Who would be that stupid?
You want to make a deception check for me?
Yeah.
This
I
guy
knew
is-
that was coming.
This guy is very good at reading people.
I need a really good roll. Bad. It's like a 5.
I don't. It's not possible for him to roll.
Exactly. Oh, I know. I knew. I knew.
His
it. I
minimum
knew
roll
like
is
20.
10. He's a rogue. So
Well, okay. You don't have to throw the dice. Just do a point.
You rolled a 6.
it's higher.
So what happens if we do leave with one of the
But
books from this library?
no. It's not one of the books from the library. It's our book. We brought it in.
Yeah, our book, but that's not what he's after right now.
Yeah.
Right now, yes.
You're after
Uh,
Brooke
Man,
Morgan.
man, you just hard bailed on saying we don't have the book.
He,
I
I
pull out-
had no
I
choice.
pull out the sketchbook.
this guy is almost a lie detector. There's a few classes in the game that it's built into the shit. This is one of them.
I pull out
And
my
so, like, you
sketchbook.
lie, and he's like,
Nah.
I pull out the sketchbook of the plane of ice that I have with me
tight.
for absolutely no reason. And just go, so this is my book. If I leave the library with this, what happens to me?
You ever put a powerful magnet next to something?
Wait. So even if we bring
What's a
books
magnet?
in that are ours, we can't. leave it?
Magnetism.
Hold on.
Oh my
Literally-
God.
okay.
Hold the fuck up. So if we
Does
bring
Batuk
in
know what
a
magnet
book
is?
or a
No.
scroll that's clearly ours, we can't leave with it. It's
You
like
barely
it's
know
like a
what
honey
war
pot.
hammer is.
I don't know. Magnet
It's a trap?
is important for
Unless
compass.
released
Compass is
by
important
the
for
staff
math.
itself. Yes.
The staff itself, okay, or we destroy the crystal. They're not getting this fucking book. We have spent too goddamn long with this goddamn book, and the fucking dead staff in the sea. We need to keep this. I'm in.
The what?
I'm so fucking in.
Nothing.
I will help you destroy this goddamn.
What was the staff?
This staff of the dead. It's in the bottom of the ocean.
Huh.
Just leave it there.
Dude!
My dude.
He doesn't know where. It's just in the ocean.
Ocean's big.
The ocean's fucking big.
A lot of water in there.
Come on. Don't shake your head at me. Don't
Keep
judge
a
me.
fucking secret.
It's
from
happening.
me.
Don't judge me.
It's
You
happening.
want to tell me about whatever you
Roll.
paid him? No.
Oh,
Nice.
look,
Fuck you.
I judged you. I rolled before. Judgment roll plus nothing. Shake and judge.
I'm not.
So you're saying
This is
it
my
just
book.
flies back?
It will stay in the library unless exclusively released, and they don't release things unless it didn't come here for donation.
Yeah, I didn't come here for donation.
I feel like they should put a sign in the
What
door,
is that
like, don't
look?
bring
You
your
think
own
I'm gonna
books.
donate that book?
The donation is not up to you specifically.
Who's it up
It's
to?
Merguizo at this point. He is the
Well,
keeper.
then if it gets me an audience with Merguizo, I'm fucking about it. Let's try to
It will
leave.
just lose you the book.
It'll just
You have
lose me
two
the.
books to steal, not one.
Oh no.
Is it actually any harder to steal two books versus one?
Depends on where they put
You
it.
said you were this
Probably.
great thief. What's wrong
I
with
never
you?
said that I was.
You said you wouldn't have a problem, so that tells me, 20 intelligence, that you are a good thief. Great thief, excellent thief, even top tier, S plus.
I've done my fair share of thievery,
Yeah, okay.
but
Are we in to help this guy smash a
I
crystal?
mean I can help you.
It's like, we need to smash the crystal.
Oh no, we're just doing crime.
Well, I feel, you know how I feel about the situation.
You've rubbed off on me, friend.
Oh no, we're doing crime.
Seems like a bad idea, TM.
Yeah.
Who's TM?
I mean, yes, but if we leave, we can't leave with the book unless Merguizo says so.
Or we break the thing that keeps it here, which is the crystal. We don't even have to kill the dragon, and frankly,
We're not here.
I think that's
Don't let the
I'm not gonna say
hear
we.
you.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm not the fuck we are.
I'm not gonna say we. I'm not here. I'm here to rescue a distressing damsel and get paid. Get paid
Oh.
like a tenth of what I already have in my fucking wallet.
True that. We are fucking well.
This guy's gonna give us potatoes for this girl.
He was gonna give us something?
Yeah, it was-
It's like 500 gold or
That's like
something.
a month
It
ago.
was like 500 bars of gold.
More importantly,
Oh,
I
fuck.
decided
The dagger I
to
have in
prevent
my bag that I'm not
the
even
place
using.
where my family lived from being embroiled in an eternal religious
Okay.
war,
That too.
which is kind of a little more important.
That now that it's my priority. The reward has shifted a bit. Hey, I feel for your home. I found out a lot about my people.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
it was 150 gold bars.
It's a lot of gold bars.
What's a gold bar? What's a gold bar?
It's made
worth?
of gold. It's about yay long.
Well, yeah, but what's a gold bar worth? Would I know that in my infinite
You could
knowledge?
try to throw it. It probably wouldn't work very well.
No, me throwing.
No, just you try to lift it to throw it.
You should be sitting there like with the ring, just.
Damn it.
I've been foiled again.
Rat. Strength test. My ultimate weakness. Athleticism.
Was there like a sign on the front of the library that told us not to bring our own books in here?
No, but there was not a sign for that specifically, but
I feel like that's
this is
dirty.
basically the only series of books that will not be able to leave without being directly donated. Is ones pertaining to Taylor Stubbs.
It's mine.
It is such a like. It The library doesn't believe they need to put up a sign like that because in their eyes, there's no way that if somebody has one of those, they're not bringing it here for donation.
Oh well,
Like-
guess again.
Right.
Jackass.
Look, the library didn't know. The library had no fucking clue.
It's been here for a long time.
Okay, so the library is now a proper noun in this. It's now a person.
Linko.
It's a person. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially an
The library
entity
didn't know. Why no? Sounds like a hate crime. That's not a hate crime, Michael. Why?
Let this be a lesson. Fuck all libraries.
Yeah, sure. That's what we'll take out of this one.
I'm gonna leave my bag at the door or some shit.
I mean, it seems like we have two options. We either go with this,
So
or
close.
we try to talk to Mergizo and be like, hey, can we just leave our own stuff, please?
And can we get the girl back? Because that's not a book.
She's not here.
Well, he knows where she is. Because he
I'm
took
not
it.
sure that he does. So,
He swooped down and he picked up the carriage with the girl.
I'm aware how it was obtained.
So, do you know why he did that? Why would he just seemingly snag a random carriage with a princess in it? Was the princess just collateral damage?
It wasn't intentional. The Duke was the target.
Why was the Duke the target if this dragon likes books and knowledge so much?
The religious war that's been going on.
I'm getting.
I just want
Do
to
you
find some
always-
lore, damn it.
Do you always ask questions that you already know the answer to?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I just want to hear from his point of view.
So,
I understand.
I want to know what this guy knows, and I assume it's everything. So I want to know more.
I don't know everything, but a lot.
Humble brag.
I've been in the position that I'm in for a very long time. I've got many a connection in many a place. The reason I know where she is because of those connections.
So she's alive then?
Yeah, I mean, a dead hostage is a worthless hostage, so.
She's being held hostage?
The idea is to...
Shut up.
Even I knew that.
And he
I'm a
re-explains
real
the
hand
same
licker.
thing that she
Yeah.
found out in the book earlier.
I'm mostly just
Or
being
here.
annoying too.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean,
I just want to know what he knows.
I'm not sure that he doesn't have the patience for you. Like, yeah,
He
you lose
doesn't-
it or arguing in circles with him. He's like, I need this book and it'd be easier to steal it with other people. And you're like, I need these 40 questions answered first. He's like, that's fucking potatoes, like easy. He tells you Mergiza was used by the Calthian army and they attempted to take the Duke, but either way, she's not here. The tome is.
Well, let's go get the tome. Y'all want to do crime that involves vandalism and thievery? That's a pretty big vandalism, though.
You had me at thievery.
It would be a bigger one if the
We're just,
keeper was destroyed.
but we're destroying the crystal.
Sure,
that, like,
but
protects the place.
with the keeper, at least. So the crystal is what keeps the books here and protected from, protected via the dragon. The dragon is the one that keeps the tomes actually protected. If Mergizo is slain, there is no deep dragon to take his place, and the library will lose the protection of that dragon. It's likely to start a war.
Yeah.
Very easy if you can destroy all intelligence from the enemy. I'm not saying don't do it. Frankly, I could care less. But I'm in a winning position.
Do it.
I'm in a winning position either way.
But we're gonna not be able to leave with our book. Or any book for that matter.
Just if you kill the crystal. You don't have to kill the dragon. The dragon is inconsequential.
Yeah, I know. I got that part.
But guys, promised.
I'm just worried they're gonna be like, no, you can't take your spell book out of here.
Bro.
There have been many spellbooks that have come and left.
Oh, okay. Hey, man.
No, that's a fair point.
That's a fair, yeah, like a wizard and his spell book. This is like,
There are people that come here explicitly to copy spells and leave with.
Cool.
I just don't understand how you have all this power, and then your plan is I send my guys up there with a sledgehammer to destroy a crystal.
When you're destroying something that shuts down magic, there's not a whole lot of answers.
Why do you think I brought this?
I would love. I would love to know what your solution to the problem is. I'm all ears.
I mean, what are you gonna do when you?
Something that generally brings to the
So someone
sledgehammer.
sledgehammers the crystal, it breaks. What then?
My job becomes a lot easier because the book can then leave.
Right.
If you choose the brute force approach, then we can go that route. If you'd rather try the subterfuge route and believe that you all can keep up with me, then we will go that route, and I'm certain that I can take the book from the dragon's clutches and you would hardly notice. I feel like after talking, I don't want to insult you, but you're not. I know you think you're good at it. I'm great at it.
You're great in my heart.
I think I could.
Xanius wants to fight this guy more than I do.
I think I could
He
keep up
does.
with you going to get the book. But worst case scenario, if they find me, I'll just be a distraction for you.
I'll just act like I got lost.
Just
Is this a bathroom?
Or just destroy the
Wendy's?
crystal.
Is this Woody's?
Destroying
Frosty
the crystal
potato?
has to happen regardless.
Yeah.
The question is between do we run in there, kill the dragon, and snatch the book and leave, or
I don't
do
give
we sneak in there, grab the book, and leave the dragon alive? That's
Isn't our role in this that we just we smash the crystal and
just
then
smash the
you
crystal.
take care of your book?
Of course, I would like to have it. I'm positing that there are more of you than me, and
Yeah.
I can foresee a world where I go to take the book.
Okay.
There are 7 of you. There are 1 of me, and I am at the mercy of 7 people that now can cast magic, and it goes poorly for me. So instead, I might just assist with the breaking of the crystal, and then once that's done, I will make my escape. You can take the book, and I will come collect it later. If
Take
you'd
our
like.
book or
Otherwise, I can take the book. Of course, I would rather have it.
Take book 1.
Yes.
Cool.
I need it released from here.
Okay. See, I'm about collecting another book. Even if he's gonna come collect it later, that'd be kind of cool to have it in my hand and be like, yo, I got 1. This big book that everybody's like, yo. And I'm just like,
Hilariously, your bag is just a bag. There's nothing in it right now.
oh no! You're like, damn it!
Where'd that
Wait.
pocket dimension go?
It's a good thing I don't actually need anything from this bag. Like,
Is Bashy not in there?
no, Bakshi's on my belt all the time.
Bashy's
Oh,
never in the
gotcha.
bag.
Never.
Nobody
You
puts
never know
Bashy-
when you're
Nobody
gonna
puts
get
Bash in a bag.
What's in the bag?
Oh, let me just pull this out of. Oh shit. Well, it's a coin purse, I guess. No, it's just nothing.
It's not
It's a
an
shame that
artifact
we
item.
didn't have the book in the bag. Be a real fun conundrum.
Oh, fuck! That'd be so good.
And now it can never get in the bag. I didn't do that. Woo! If the book was in the bag, book doesn't exist. Actually doesn't until the AMF is gone. Or it leaves. But now, since the bag is mundane if inside the circle, and your book can never leave the circle, it's just here.
Yeah.
It's like I guess we could put the book in the mundane bag.
And then you can't leave.
But
Sure.
I think we're all overlooking the potential other option here,
Sure.
which is
True.
just
True that.
turn it over to the fucking library. It'd be safe here.
With the people who want to use it in a ritual to revive Arinthius.
But it's mine.
Oh, and this fucker doesn't want to do that?
No, he's the one who wants to do that.
So does everybody in this country. Like, that's what the whole war is about.
That's true.
But it's mine. It's ours. We found
I
it.
found it first.
Like, nobody on the eastern half of the continent can have this book.
No, I agree.
And neither can this guy.
You're right.
But
I like Batook talking about geopolitics. It's good.
Geopolitical Batook.
well, like,
He is a wise motherfucker.
He is. He's very wise.
now that two
Let's
of them
go to the board.
are in this
So if you
place,
circle the caucuses right here
And
that are
can't
happening.
Yeah.
if
in the
any
Riot
other ones get here,
Consortium.
they also won't be able to leave. And it just gets worse. We don't know what to do with them yet, but putting them here is not a good answer.
Listen to him.
Putting them not here is a better answer,
Uh-huh.
only by a tiny amount. But it's better than them being here.
They call this off for tomorrow.
And since we don't know where any of the
Other
other
op-
books are,
I feel that we probably.
Other
and
points.
who has
Just for
them,
temperature
I think
too.
that we made here. Yeah.
we don't know how close they could be to coming here or what they could be doing with it.
Well, they've been around for thousands of years, and there's only been one here. And now there's two after thousands of years. It's a pretty good track record,
It's a slow
Also-
correction process, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Also, can we all remember this man is a fucking criminal?
Oh, this
Why
guy?
are we pretending we're gonna work with him?
He's a criminal too.
Yeah, I know.
We work with him all.
I'm gonna
But
go.
I'm lovable.
I'm gonna get to him, Viola!
All I'm hearing is he's going to go break the crystal for us, and then we're going to take the other book, and then he's going to come collect it later.
But we
Whatever
don't know
that
where the
means.
book is, and there's a
Yeah.
giant dragon, and you said an entire
Where's
army
the book?
of drakes between us and said book.
Not like the worst thing in the world if we have magic, but if we don't have magic, it's the worst thing in the world.
Here's
Right, I mean-
another one for the con folder. Become enemies of the entire country.
Aren't we already enemies of like most of the people we meet?
Okay, but
No.
wasn't our entire purpose of coming over here to become enemies of the country?
Wait, that wasn't our
No?
purpose. No, we were coming for knowledge, which we got.
Uh,
And then this
No,
guy
we were
just shows
coming.
up.
We were coming for the girl. I mean, that would have made
Yeah,
us enemies. 'cause
and
we
that
probably
makes us
would have had to
enemies
kill
of the
dragon.
country. You want to save a damsel? It makes you enemies of a country.
No, it makes you an enemy of like a few people.
You know that Hogue guy.
The people
A
who
lot
are
of
in
people
charge.
hated him, but I'm starting to see his point.
Why did I ever get on the boat with you people? What the fuck?
It's like it makes you an enemy of a few people, but if those few people are in charge of a country,
I
it makes
pretty
you
sweet
the enemy
thing
of a
going on.
country.
I was just hunting. I was hunting Yatura. I was
Yeah,
fine.
thanks for that.
You're welcome. Sorry. I mean, I was just trying to find my brother. You know, right? I was just trying to find my brother. Family, right?
Why are you apologizing?
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. Can you just not stop calling me out? I'm really not sorry. It didn't cost you like a lick of time.
I'm not used to you lying.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, 6 and 1, half a dozen of the other. You're gonna live way past me. You can spare it.
I specifically asked the dragon to destroy the
Answer
island.
this question. Did I cause you a headache?
The dragon that you released did. So
Besides the dragon.
if you'd like,
No, me singularly.
it was an annoyance.
Okay, so it was just an
It was-
annoyance. See,
it was
like,
another thing that I had to deal with while I was doing other things.
so it didn't cost us much time. I was just trying to find my brother. I found him. Thanks.
I'm not one to hold a grudge when a business decision can be made, so at this time, I think you might actually want to kill me the least of all these people.
I'm pretty chill. Kind of moved on.
No, it's definitely Felix.
Still doesn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
Felix. He wants to kill him the least.
It's fair.
He's become Punisher over the last hour.
It's not very
He's just like, oh, girls died! It's like, holy shit, Felix.
Holy.
What the fuck did that?
Hard right, Felix.
The Batman skit where he's like, I didn't kill him, I just
I have
put
a
him to sleep."
bunker full of swords, axes, and magical implements. Like, holy shit. Like,
protection.
we live in the middle of the forest and I train other people like me, like-minded.
Why do you have all this stuff? Tyranny to protect me.
Take this sword
Felix
from
just
my
has a
cold,
patch of
dead
thin blue
hands.
line.
I'm medicinal. I'm medicinal. medicinal Abrams.
It's awesome. Why do you need a broadsword? To hunt. What?
States' rights.
States' rights? When an M1 Abrams warhorse comes charging down, you're gonna wish you had one. No, bro, we're gonna be dead.
What's the American?
Idiots.
What's the American major unit where they have like kilometers per hour? It's like washing machines per Browning hours. Football fields per Moonland. Off track. Sorry.
Oh shit! I like right wing Felix. That's actually really fun.
Hard right.
You need to make another character.
Oh shit!
He was a cop too.
Yeah. He got kicked off the force because he was too brutal.
Yeah, he's out here with his
Holy
thin blue line
shit.
patch.
Fancy Felix.
Awesome. And he has a mustache because he's
Yeah, because he's evil.
he's evil Felix.
That's Mirrorverse rules.
Awesome.
Forced to go.
Felix when he spends time in the real world instead of Barbie Land.
So true.
Oh my god.
Felix is
He
very
just has
Ken.
the community goatee.
Yes, exactly.
Oh shit! All right.
Let's go to the chat. Right wing.
So
Right win. Damn it. Right wing me. Felix.
Right win Felix.
Delete. Move. Unzend.
I truly would like to hear your plan. I mean, if you've got a better one, I'm all ears.
I mean, I haven't even thought about it. You've been here for a week, you said.
Do you need a week?
I mean, I don't want a week. I just feel like we could come up with something better.
Fantastic.
What?
We can wait.
What do you
It
mean?
doesn't have to be enacted. If there's a better plan to be had, I'm all
I
ears
just
for
feel
it.
like there's got to be something than just some dude goes up there with a hammer and then we just fucking run from an army of drakes and a giant ancient dragon.
We can turn into mist.
Before
Break the
drakes
crystal?
get us. But then how are we getting the book?
I hadn't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, okay.
I'll get it.
There we go. We break the crystal immediately.
So
mist.
the
He
person
grabs
that
the
we
book.
didn't want to have the books, we're now working with to help them get the book. To not save the princess that's not here.
He said scout.
Move the goalpost all the way.
We all see like
said
what's going
scouts
on here, right? I mean,
He said Scout's honor. He'd tell us where the princess is.
Scout's on it.
he's the worst.
Just because I have your job doesn't mean that I can't do it.
Damn.
What job did he have?
Burn. I need.
What job
Hold
did
on.
What job did he
Yes,
have?
what-
I want to know more of his backstory.
Hey, you need to. Why are you so bitchy about this? Who? Why? How did he hurt you?
Do I need to leave the room?
No, you're good.
No, okay. I don't want to hurt any feelings.
You won't.
I mean, you've killed so many people.
Those aren't feelings. Those are people.
I'm sure there was a lot of hurt feelings.
Wow. That was-
I mean, he's a straight up psychopath.
yeah, that was very chaotic. Those aren't feelings. Those aren't people. Those are people. Those are
I can't be made. I can't be made to be party to how my actions make other people feel. Of course, there is a toll that takes upon people when they die, but it's not my fault that their loved ones feel the way that they do. I mean, control yourself.
Hold on.
Yeah, did you remember who we're dealing with now?
No, yeah. I like how he says it's not my fault that they feel that way. Now it's specifically your fault.
No, I mean, I would posit, and I'm sure that there's some monk traditions that would believe me, that the universe just is as it is, and actions upon oneself, of course, matter, but I mean, it's not my fault that somebody's taking it upon themselves to be upset.
Yeah, about those
Does
monk
this track? I
traditions.
have
How
no
about
idea.
that?
Because I haven't learned that one yet. We mostly focus on.
It would be taught in a different.
this-
It would be taught in a different light.
this-
but all the same. I mean, tranquil universe is a tranquil universe. The universe acts upon you, and you act upon the universe. I mean, it's not that complicated. I don't believe it personally. I just have studied it.
I don't believe my actions have consequences.
This guy is a psycho.
I know, but what a thing to say out loud.
Yeah.
So what about this? Why don't we just stand around while his guys break the crystal? Everybody missed up. Get out of here. I'll go with him to get the book, and then I'll meet up with you guys later.
You'll go with who to get the book? Him?
Him.
Oh, him.
What?
Why?
He's a fucking
He-
psycho.
He'll probably just murder you.
Something universe.
If you all leave and it's just him and me and he won't let me have the book, sure.
Yeah, I don't know really what you thought was going to happen there.
I was just gonna go with him to like help
Why?
him
Why?
get the book, and then be a distraction.
Why?
What?
What are we doing?
Looks like a blood.
We,
It does. It does.
it would be nice to
Legend
have
book.
him owe us a favor.
That's not how he
Psychopaths work.
does this.
But he did say Scout's honor.
Well, then we gotta trust him.
Shit, he said it.
How else are we gonna hold him to he gets the book and then he tells us where the princess is, or the.
He doesn't know.
He's the head of
I do.
We can't hold him to anything. Unless we corner him in a single room, which is the thing he's trying to avoid.
What if we get to the crystal, before anything else happens, you tell us, we smash, and then we figure it out from there.
Sure. If that's what, I mean, realistically, I can tell you halfway through, and if you want to leave halfway, then that's fine. But I mean, you have
Let's
to
do
go out
that.
the way you came in.
That sounds great.
With the book. In my head.
I'm just making a point to say, if what you need of me is to find out where she is, no problem. I have something over you that I would like to use as leverage. Now, if you need it halfway through the job, I suppose you can't tell that I'm telling the truth. But I'll tell you, I don't care about that. She literally is inconsequential to everybody in this nation. She just happened to be there. It was the worst of times, and frankly, it'd be better off if they got who they came for, because then the war would be started, and this whole thing would be a lot easier on me.
And you said you already have guys ready to break this crystal?
I have guys that can assist in likely the escape, but if my ultimate goal here was to circumvent the guards, smash the crystal, and send people in while I go out. Is that a good plan? I can tell if he's mad or looking something up.
Look at something.
Okay.
But you have to have the book first before you can go out. So you have to go in first.
But if
and
we,
then you can go out.
crystal breaks, huge ambush attack. They're not looking at me. I am very good about moving unseen, with or without magic.
So who's getting ambush attacked?
The library.
Oh, by his people.
Correct. It's a lot easier to bang on the front door while you're taking something or leaving out.
So I send a telepathic message to you four.
You do not.
Oh fuck.
You can't be mad at that.
Even though it's like a mental ability.
It is a magical psionic ability. All magic that is not transmutation does not work.
Okay.
Sorry.
Think about that.
You try and you think really hard to all of them. Nothing happens. Nobody responds to you. You're like, is this fucking thing on? And for the first time in your life, you're like, how the fuck am I alone in my mind?
Transmutation, you said, works?
Hmm?
Oh, message works. Cool. I can talk to you, but I don't know what the fuck you want to say. I can also mold some earth.
If message
God.
works, why wouldn't
I
we
can
just
catapult something.
It's psionic
Featherfall.
or psychic or whatever. It's not
Kinetic
transmutation.
jaunt?
Whatever that is not definitely not.
Yeah, I mean it says psychic whispers, psionic power. Oh, I can.
better plan. Truly, if you do need a week to come up with one, I'm game to wait. In fact, if you think that my plan is inadequate and you'd like to go about your own, I can join yours. I can not join yours if I'm an issue. Frankly, if you break the crystal for me, whether or not you bring me the book is irrelevant. If the crystal's broken, I will tell you where she is. You don't even have to bring me the book. You can kill the dragon or not. I don't care. This would not be the first exchange that I've made with Mercenary.
Why don't you go read some books while we talk this over?
Sure, I can get lost. And
Thanks.
he just immediately, without any second.
So we definitely fucking betray him, right?
I just say we let them crack the crystal, and then we kill them and hand them to Margizo and be like, these dudes broke the crystal to steal the book. We just want to be friends.
Yeah.
That's the plan?
Yeah.
He had a week. I'm just saying I had like 15 minutes.
No, that was the exact plan I had. It's just like,
That doesn't help my argument. That doesn't. You literally, please don't say that.
Do not say you have the same plan.
I have had good plan.
Yeah, singular. What was your good
It could be plural.
Okay.
This guy doesn't need. He shouldn't be alive
I feel
anymore.
like he could flick his wrist and we all just fall over dead.
I don't think he can.
My plan
Let's see
was
if I
gonna
don't have
sneak
my
up
magic.
there with him.
Well, no,
and then
we
right when he
break the crystal.
Right when he finds the book for me, I was gonna stun him and then run away.
But also,
I have
I
a
don't
feeling.
think- I don't think he's stunnable. Very.
anything's stunnable.
Sure.
Not everything is stunnable.
Even I'm stunnable.
Most all humanoids are stunnable.
I don't know. Hulk seemed pretty stunned when I hit him.
And then he woke up and we almost died.
No,
Only
he
'cause
almost
got some
died.
help.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You almost died.
Yeah, we weren't on the same page there. Probably could have worked
Yeah,
out.
but we're all on the same page. We smash the crystal and we immediately fight him. We win.
I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to smash the crystal. He's smashing the crystal with us or without us. He's doing that. That's happening.
But
So he does that, and then we just wait for him to do that. And then we just go, hey, we know who did it.
no,
It's this guy.
why don't we just actually make sure that we're there and then just
But he might not be. He might be by the dragon to steal the crystal, steal the book. He said he has guys to do the crystal.
No, he said he's going to do the crystal
No.
and he has guides to storm the building.
yeah, it's like
Oh, I thought he
yeah,
had
no,
guys
no,
to break
he's
the
giving you
crystal.
this.
See, I don't think I can.
He doesn't. What he had said is he doesn't trust that number of people going in because he doesn't like. He has no problem himself getting in and out. Is what he is saying.
Okay.
Can I tell if he's close enough to listen to us?
Can you tell where
He
the
made
fuck
some
he
good
is?
distance.
And also, isn't the point of this room?
And the Whispering Gardens
Yeah.
is literally quite almost a anti talking whatever the fuck it's called the sphere, but he is quite away from you. You can make an insight check if you'd like to. I will roll. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm rolling.
26.
26. What am I rolling? What would you like me to roll? Would you like me to roll deception, insight, persuasion? What do you think he's doing?
I think he walked far enough away to make it seem like, oh, I can't hear them because I'm so far away. But
So you think he's making
reality,
it deception? Okay.
yeah, he was actually listening to us.
If I'm rolling deception, it is 24. I will just give it to you.
And I got 26.
He seems like he got far enough away. I mean, and however, some people can read lips. With that, he also doesn't look like he's paying much attention to you as you're talking. Like occasionally he'll glance over and look just to essentially make sure you're still there and not like running after him. But
Yeah.
he's like across the field looking at flowers, and then occasionally he'll look up, see you all still chatting, and look back down. As far as you can tell, he's giving you guys your privacy. His plan is set in motion one way or the other.
I say, whatever his plan is to break up the crystal, we let him do it, and then we kill him.
Yeah.
And then get him to Margizo and be like, listen, we just want the girl, man. Think of it as a diplomatic mission.
We just happened to be here reading some books, and then shit went down, and we
I'd just be
Yeah,
I'm
think
fine
about
being
this.
honest with him, dude. We
Sting
came here for the girl.
operation.
Oh no, I'm definitely for this plan.
Let's go, Felix! It's time for murder!
Yeah, let's say that. Y'all had me
What I'm
going in
talking
the
about.
first half for sure.
All
So
right.
yeah, that's what I say we do. I would be honest. It's just like, hey, Margizo, listen, dude, we just came here for the girl. We don't care about any of this other shit. We don't have nothing to do with it. Diplomatic mission, brother. Now we took care of this problem for you. Help us out, give us the girl, we'll go back.
What do we tell him? It's just like, other than just, yeah, we're in, we're gonna help you break the crystal. Like, what is our plan? What are we gonna say we're gonna do after?
Oh, that I don't. I would say, I was just gonna say, no, we're not in it, and then just stay here and wait for him to break it. But
Why wouldn't we go with him?
yeah, I mean, we could do that too.
It's like, we'll break in, he gives us the information, and we just say our plan is just to bounce.
Yeah,
Okay.
he basically heard us say that anyways.
Yeah. Listen.
That's fine.
Okay.
How do you feel about sting operation?
Listen, I've been lied to my whole life, so I don't really know at the moment.
I know you're going through a lot. That's understandable.
I don't necessarily like the guy.
He's literally insane.
Yeah. So
Would you like him more if you set him on fire?
You want to set him on fire?
just as a treat.
If we,
As a special treat?
if we let you set him on fire, you can watch the dragon set him on fire.
I mean, I do like s'mores.
We might have another psycho.
That's what Felix has been thinking.
I mean, burn the heretic.
Just the meme of the small child grinning at the fire.
Yeah, that's her.
She just has her hands in cuffs and she's like, yeah.
And I'd do it again.
I do it again.
Was it for you meddling kids and your dead dog?
Alright.
You moving back over?
Yeah.
It's like, assuming that Tosh's on board. Yeah.
He wanders back over and he just says to you, he's like, so did you get that story you wanted? I mean, you asked earlier. I didn't know. Like I said, I'm not trying to step on any toes here. So if he needed his personal space in the group of it all to tell you, you know, sorry, is that not what you guys were talking about? I
No.
assumed.
I'm so good at having a blank expression on my face, and that's largely because he's
You know what happens
legitimately
when you
does
assume?
right now.
Go ahead. Do the adage.
No,
You,
I
I know
don't-
you want to.
I don't need to. You know it. That's good enough for me. Just my glasses.
Why? So, I do have a question before you. Before you answer, I suppose. Why do you feel such a need to avoid people like me?
Why do I?
I mean, it makes sense for the rest of them. There's no. If it were up to her, I'd be in handcuffs. I mean, frankly, they wouldn't hold me, but I'd be in them. Those would.
You mean you can have him?
I can't. They're stuck. I'm just curious. I mean, I know. Thank you. I know at one point you could have been like one of my guys, and then you just like didn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, so you avoided not just me though. I know that.
Was he listening?
As far as we can tell.
Why did you avoid people like me?
Because you're beneath me.
I'm happy you feel that way.
Me too.
I'm keeping it warm for you. When you want the seat, you can take it. But until you take it from me, I'll remain in it.
I'll have it soon.
So, what did we come up with? What's the plan? Do you need the week?
I think we're gonna go with you. Go up, smash the crystal. You're gonna tell us on the way up where she's at. After that, we're gonna bounce. You do whatever you want. But
Sure. So you want me to tell you halfway through once the
just
crystal
tell us on the
smashed?
way up.
Sure. So when I feel you guys are too far in to just turn around, is when I tell you? Or
Sure.
okay. And what's the plan? For what reason would I trust that as soon as I tell you, you just don't turn me in like immediately?
You're gonna have to trust us.
Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
Scout's
Oh,
honor.
Scouts. Is this the honor?
Okay, come.
Come on.
We also can't leave until that thing's destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did bring the book here, like for sure. I mean, I
No,
was
we,
pretty certain that. I mean,
no. How we leave is just by magical means.
Oh, so once it's do you want me to tell you before we crack the crystal?
Yeah, because we leave by magical means.
So
It'll be after.
book's mine then.
Yeah. I
Fantastic.
don't care.
Great plan. What is the plan?
Hmm.
I'm just double checking
So
since
you-
he's the boss of you all. I assume.
Yeah.
He talks cackling.
I would not call him the plastic rings of this 6-pack of tall boys.
Name truly doesn't make sense, but I suppose my gang doesn't either. So
No, it doesn't.
it means to be feared in Elven.
Ooh.
Edgy. That's edgy.
Very pretentious.
I was young.
It's like playing
That's my first gamer tag.
I get that. I get it.
It's like your first D&D character as an elf. It's like, well, let me guess you're a drow. Ooh.
This dude was almost a drow.
Dude brooding. Oh my god, my character's so brooding.
I just sit in the corner and I look at people.
So we're gonna go up there. You're gonna tell us on the way up to the crystal that where the girl that we're looking for is being held, and then we're gonna smash the crystal, and then we're gonna leave, and you can do whatever you want regarding the book hereafter.
So, just so I'm aware of what the interests all are here in my own protection, what's the reason that this girl needs to be? What's like? It's just another one. I mean,
Why does it matter to you?
Right.
it's for.
It would
You
understand.
hate this guy more than anything.
It would require understanding human emotion.
You said a job is a job, right?
Sure.
It's a job.
If that's what it is, I respect it. I just seem like there's ulterior motives, and I mean,
Do you get the girl back?
Yeah.
No, that's strictly business.
I just assumed Farmer Dan had a crush on her, but the
No.
I am
Yours
in it
turn
for
red.
the money. Like fucking money.
No.
I'll sweeten your pot for you. If you do this for me, and you so choose to come get paid for doing the job, whatever the payment is for saving this girl, if you want, instead of saving the girl, you can come to me and I will pay you whatever the ransom is for that, as a result of breaking this for me.
No, we're good.
Hold on, time out. So we would take the girl, and instead of bringing her back to her father, we bring
No,
her.
No,
He's
no,
saying
no.
that instead of
I
him
don't
giving
even-
us information about the girl, he just pays us.
No, I can do both. You can get paid twice for all I care. If you're in it for the money, I want to make sure that my incentive remains valid the whole way through this. If you're in it for the money, I can make sure the money comes to you, whether or not you go save the girl. So you know that I'm not, well, I suppose you don't know that I'm not lying about the payment, but you know that I'm not lying about the girl in theory. And frankly, I think she was a couple of gold bars, and it's a business expense for collecting tomes. So, if you would like payment for it, you're welcome to take my money.
Does Atosh know what the fuck you're trying to say?
Does Atosh?
Does Atosh? Let's roll it
hell,
out.
hell yeah, brother.
What are you trying to say?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, take that.
And I am nodding as if nothing has changed. We're game. And also, this is a great offer, so we take it.
Okay, I need to know. You don't have to tell me if it's deception or persuasion, but he's gonna roll insight on him saying he'll pay you and your reaction on this. You don't have to tell me which one, unless I win.
Well, that's a nat 20, so that's a good start.
Mine is a 23.
Okay. Then, so I'm trying to think. Either way, I pass. I'm trying to think what my actual answer is.
Sure. Either way, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to tell me. But
Yeah.
if you would like to disclose to the group how you're actually feeling, he won't know.
Yeah. All right. I mean, my plan is just like we take this as as a way for him to trust us, but he shouldn't trust us.
But then we don't get the girl.
So it's deception.
It's deception.
Okay, cool.
Not
doing
coming to
both.
get the money out.
He said,
We can come get the money after. I don't know how happy they'd be.
Alright.
whatever.
Alright.
I like having people in my pocket.
So you give us money and the girl.
I mean, by all accounts, from what I figured out so far, I get to keep the book, and it's worth that.
The book that you steal from Mergizo. That he's
It's-
just. That
It's like
so
you're
sneaky.
it's like from the point of we break the crystal on, like getting the book. That's all you.
I mean, if you would like, I can
No,
bring it
no,
to
this-
you. I don't really understand.
That's like-
I don't think that my ability to snatch the book is. It's when the alarm bells go off that people start looking, and it's actually more of a problem. But until that time, I'm sure Zadius is pretty confident in himself to do the same.
How you feeling, Zaddy? You want to task? Feeling up to it?
It certainly isn't a paranoid dragon's most prized possession.
It's certainly not.
I don't understand.
I'm curious, what
Yeah,
would
well.
be the dragon's most prized possession?
The library?
I mean, not the building itself, not the library itself. Like what else would be there? You gonna steal some artifacties? Can you steal some?
I probably won't, but they'll probably be there.
Cool. Maybe we get some cool items out of it. Maybe we get some cool stuff.
I think that's a big fish to fry, and well, actually, never mind. Fuck that. I'm down for murdering a dragon.
I know you are.
But in this plane we don't.
Oh, we're the bad guys here. This is.
Not really.
Yeah,
Not
we
really.
are.
You're literally taking the job from the bad guy. I know you're going to betray him, but like,
Yeah, I know.
Right
but I
now,
mean,
man.
we're undercover cops at this point.
that's.
We're like,
Shit, we're the bad guys.
This is like season 3 of The Wire where it gets burned. Like this is.
well, yeah. I mean, it could definitely go bad, but I mean, like for the most part,
no,
we're being on the
detective.
straight up and up with this situation. Actually, we're saying we're going to be bad, but we're actually going to be good.
Have you seen Safe House?
Yeah.
This guy feels, to me, on my end, feels like Denzo.
Yeah. We're Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, yeah. In this case, he would be, which means he's going to corrupt you.
Corrupt the uncorruptible.
Felix.
All right. Yeah. Okay. We'll take a payment from you to sweeten the deal, as well as the location of the girl.
Yep.
And
Let us know the name of it.
Alpha Real.
write it down.
I'll forget it.
Again, Zadius wants to know as little as possible.
Doesn't help get the job done.
But aren't you taking his spot?
Sometimes it doesn't. Maybe you'll learn that.
Oh.
So,
A sociopath just told you to have better interpersonal skills.
no, he told him.
Hot con kettle black.
He told him manipulating people works. You should try it sometime.
Yeah.
Really, that's what he was telling him. You got to pay attention to all the details so you know where to poke people so that they will do what you want. So, I suppose we can start this. I mean,
Okay.
if you all are ready, we can acquire help. We can lose the help, and then we can make our way up.
Alright.
All right, lose the help.
Okay. So this is gonna be the most unfortunate thing Felix is gonna witness for a while. But you guys acquire some help in this library. You guys make your way to he is essentially telling the help that he wants a recipe to something, or he tells the guy to bring him to a place that is more like closed off from the rest of the library, like less people are at. With a swift action, the dagger meets this helper's back, and some books come out. The helper goes in. He moves the books onto the platform, finds some vacancies within the bookshelf, plants them away. Cart's empty except for you all.
Well,
I'm not going to make any rules about that because, frankly, that'd be insulting to everybody at the table. Like, you guys could do that too. The only question I have is, does he get sneak attack? Does he have 7 allies?
no.
You get 7 allies because he had advantage because he was surprised.
I am a meat popsicle. I'm just there. I'm just fucking there.
Say you're his ally.
I think that's the best way of putting it.
What? Meat popsicle?
No, he's got advantage because he was surprised.
Yeah, there you go.
Isn't
We'll see if I get sneak attack later. So, you ascend the rest of the tower to the point where you're entering the area where you once came from when he recruited you. The elevators essentially do continue to go up. They can, but they're not supposed to. The help would normally stop this. Your lift keeps rising. It rises into the series of bridges that cross over and over, and you're having to weave in between these series of bridges until they become like more floor than open space, which is where you will vacate. You are now, for the first time, alone entirely with this man, and the 7 of you do surround him. And he steps off the platform and looks to his left, looks to his right, and goes, "So we're unlikely to meet any guard presence until we're closer to Mergizo and his lair. The bulk of it, the crux of it, will be the Drake riders that you likely saw that day, as well as the Drakes that they ride. The Drakes can smell, and that is slightly an issue for me. I don't know if it is all for you. So I brought some things to mask the scent and assist with that. Should work. I'm not positive on it, but you're free. And he's like, as he's saying this, he's like applying ointment and like rubbing himself with some sort of oil, and as he's doing that, he's like gesturing you can help yourself to essentially whatever is in the like glue or whatever it looks like. But he's like getting suntan lotion on, getting ready to do crime.
Have I seen something
has
like this
Fatuk
before?
ever done anything about his smell?
Nope.
I don't think you would have, but I think Felix would have. So hunters use a lot of things to mask their scent from creatures in order to not be smelled, such that they can be hunted. So he's essentially putting on, instead of like pheromones to attract deer, or he's just putting on something that is extremely dampening to your 2 senses specifically. It's essentially like rolling around in the mud. You're gonna smell like mud rather than you. But in this case, it's like nullifying the scent.
Put a little on the forearm.
Let's go. Freshen up.
Sure.
Okay.
I'd rather not be seen by a Drake.
Liberally applying it all over my bugbear.
That is what he did.
You like got like the
You're just
like the your nose is covered like when you put sunscreen on your nose. Okay.
So
A little like.
if you'd like, you can take point. I mean, I don't want to step on your toes. I don't know if you guys have done this
No,
before.
please.
This is
Oh,
all
he
you,
takes
buddy.
point all the time.
Yeah, but this time, it's all you. Buddy.
You're also the one who knows where we're going.
I don't really. I just know we have to go up.
You've been here a week and all you got was up?
The staging for the The staging for the infiltration after the fact was the thing that was coordinated. So we have people that will pierce through at multiple different locations at the same time, as well as attack from the exterior at a coordinated strike. So most of the goings on was the tracking of whether or not the crystal has been disabled. That's in place. And once the crystal has been disabled, the message will go out and the attack will begin. Making sure that I can leave with the thing that I need is the bulk of the planning, not destroying the crystal. Again, I don't think I'll have any issues eluding people. Let's do it. So it's a minimum roll 10 because rogues are bullshit. So that's a 27 for his stealth check as he skulks into the hallway beyond. And
Now we
he...
have to follow his ass.
11.
It's not my fault. Those
I
of
got
you
25.
Those of you
30.
who feel like your character genuinely sufficiently, you're like, bitch!
Bitch!
Those of you who genuinely...
my balls.
What's
Those
your
of
plus?
You who genuinely.
13.
Yeah, a bit more than that. numbers a little higher on my sheet. It's 13, really? What is...
Yeah. I've got, what the fuck?
Expertise?
You know what? I'm gonna give myself
So is
fucking
he.
12.
What
I
did
just
you
expected it
roll?
to be much
Nothing,
higher.
that's the point. I'm not supposed to.
You expected mine to be much
No,
higher?
mine.
Oh.
To be much higher than yours. There are many more levels in Rogue.
Yeah.
So the proficiency is much higher. But it's only a plus 17, which is as high as you'll go.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a bigger difference. I don't know.
We just got the proficiency bump.
True. With that though, like, it is hard to track Zadius and this man. Also, I will say again, if you, I was starting to say, if you feel like your character sufficiently actually put this stuff on, rather than just like going through the motions, or if you chose not to, you'll be a normal roll. If you didn't, if you did, you'll get advantage on rolls against the Drake specifically, for stealth. Are you rolling to see whether or not you put it on?
I'm rolling to see how well I put it on because I'm a dumbass.
Fair enough.
I rolled a 19, so I actually did a good job. Go me.
It's a bit globby, but it's all.
I forgot I can fly, dude.
I might
What the
actually
fuck?
make the
I have wings of
self
fly.
roll 25
I forgot.
potentially.
So, you enter into
Never say that.
you enter into a winding cavern or a winding chamber that has a series more of books. There are people here, but all of them look like they've been hired on by the library specifically, and none of them look like they're just idly doing research. They have a very specific set of books, and they're all like huddled together and conducting some sort of research that the peons below cannot. Yes.
Just real quick, we still have 13 temp HP.
Yeah.
That's still a thing that we have. Okay.
Well,
It's not magical.
it's like, I didn't think it was
That
magical.
is not magical.
okay.
You
Y'all just are
You inspire
so
us. You just feel a
enthused by
little
the
bit better.
presence of Dan.
So, here's what I would like to do, because I genuinely
I woke
didn't
up feeling
know
cheesy.
whether or not you were going to go with him or not. So I would like this to be a shorter session for that reason, to make sure that this whole thing is more prepped and
Yeah.
less improv.
Sure.
To
makes sense.
ensure, because I genuinely, you could have been like, fuck no, and we're going to kill this guy, and that would have been the whole combat. Like, it would have been a minute. So I didn't want to prep too much, and what I will do instead is, if we want to go back to, if anybody has any questions that they would like to look up in the library, we can do that before we go up.
Right.
And if no one has anything, then I'll just close out the session early, so that, because again, I had no idea if you guys were actually going to say yes to this dude.
I can't believe we did.
Neither can I.
Bro,
we
this
kinda
is the easiest way to kill him.
Sure.
This is what Farmer Dan believes is the easiest way to kill him.
I mean, we could have killed him in the Whispering Gardens.
Yeah, but there we wouldn't have the magic.
Now we'll have magic.
I would have died
Fair
from
enough.
one hit.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been overkill.
That's true.
It would have been my HP plus the
Okay.
actual HP,
How much
like
health
plus
do
my
you have?
negative. 56.
Yeah,
It-
his sneak attack alone can kill you.
Yeah, it would have been
Like,
my
without a
HP plus
Oh, yeah.
all of my HP below 0, and then some. Like, you would
I'm
have
a
had
rogue.
spare.
I understand.
Like,
real boy.
no magic is fucked. I don't know.
There are two of you that majorly affects. Or I will throw
Yeah,
you.
it's like
you're
I'm-
still a fighter at this point, but like definitely a nerfed fighter.
Very much.
It's like I can hit
Yeah.
twice. That is
That
the
is it.
only thing that I have that's
no,
special.
No smite, no...
I'm a
But-
spicy level 2 rogue, basically.
For what it's
I have
worth,
no-
yeah. For what it's worth,
No
he
notice.
also doesn't get his magical equipment right now either.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well-
how much of his shit is artifacts.
Fair. Does anybody have anything else? So I did write down in big bold letters that I owe you Ignisar lore because you did in fact choose the low, and so literally your random chance to pick up a book had it. The Batuk luck works.
Nice.
So I owe you Ignisar lore as well as the Amethyst Dragon's names.
Yeah.
Um,
Those are the only things I had.
I spent way more time prepping
Here's
for
what
like
we would've
the
done.
Vedalken stuff, the interaction with Atakune, stuff like that.
But Tuke's got his crazy long Betty Spaghetti arms.
Yeah.
Could have wrapped him up. We could just
Wrapped
eat
him
his
up.
ass.
They just wrapped him up and then just been like, and we just like murder him in the middle of this library.
I'm just saying,
And then you're like, but he was a criminal!
that was an option of surprise was not even discussed.
But you have to admit that most of the enemies we fight
Thank
are
you.
like most enemies we fight are not ready for Betty Spaghetti. They're not ready for it. It's always like, oh my god, he reached me. It's like a shark. It's like I stunned me. Fuck. Dragons even just doesn't can't do it.
There's a lot of shit that this. I mean, rogues are stupid at high levels. They
Yeah,
just
they
have
are.
so much junk.
They do.
Yeah. You're not there yet.
Not yet.
You're level 9.
I'm halfway there. I can fly and I can teleport.
That's pretty cool.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now!
You just
But as
climb
soon
a
as that
roof
fucking
and are
crystal-
like, have fun down there, you plebs.
I'm actually just a blue man. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
you're a blue man in a group.
Just
Yep.
Yeah.
I can just go like.
like,
I
okay,
can-
Vegas show.
With
I can
slightly
do-
more hit points than a commoner.
Okay,
I
I
am.
can do.
I am.
can
For what
do-
it's worth, I am
And
very happy that I
octopus.
didn't say wizards suck here. I was like, hey, if you've got this school of magic, you can do everything. You're like,
Oh yeah, if I was
That's
transmutation.
that was made
not.
way before. But like Hollywood.
Yeah, so really it's your fault. Apparently.
Yeah, it's your fault. So, does if anybody has anything else, I will go about that. But if not, we can just close out.
We good.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Okay. Sorry for the shorter session.
I'm amazed
I would
that
just
Dan
rather do this the
found
full justice.
Yeah,
One
it
book
deserves.
that we
No,
read to him.
definitely.
I thought it was more
I wasn't
likely.
expecting.
I thought it was more
Hey.
likely that you guys went to the Whispering Gardens to beat some ass, rather than go to the Whispering Gardens and be like, you know what?
I
We're
can't believe
in.
that didn't fucking happen.
Honestly, didn't think
You
about
didn't
it.
even suggest it.
Why would I be the one to suggest that?
Because I thought, okay, we benefit more from turning the magic on and then fucking him up than he does.
In theory.
Yes.
I mean, Farmer Dan
We don't know what
almost
kind of
discussed
bullshit
it.
magic necklace full of spells he has.
He's got his own Furbies.
Lord knows what they are.
Those beads ain't for prayer.
All right, I'm clicking this button.